Today we're in Denver, Colorado. We're at Kaos Pizzeria. Basically, since 2010, they've been providing true Southern Italian, Naples-style pizza for the folks here in Denver. I am here with the co-owner, Patrick. Let me ask you, Patrick, it's a new place for the area, but quite honestly, not new to you, being in the restaurant industry. What got you guys involved in this dining experience?
Down here on South Pearl, it was more of a matter of need for this type of concept rather than anything else. I'd been in this neighborhood for 7 years with a different restaurant down the street that I own, and we acquired the space, and then we decided what we were going to do here. And pizza was the ultimate winner on that. So.
Wonderful. Let me ask you, I mean, obviously, like you say, you're down the street from the sister company there. You felt the need in the area for a pizzeria. What is it about pizzerias people just seem to love?
Well, I think it's an international food that has a large appeal from pretty much from the stroller to the walker, and we are in that group, but we are an elevated kind of that portion of that group, I say, just because of the ingredients that we use and our own farming and all that. So.
Wonderful. Let me tell you, let's start off first of all, before we jump into the pizza, let's talk about the ambience of the place. Obviously, a lot of work had to go involved just to get this place ready, the environment ready. Why was that important to you?
Street appeals everything. I mean, that's simple as that. Street appeals everything. And this space actually came with all the furniture and the arbor and everything you see behind me already here. So that's why we were very interested in this space, and we acquired it, and we're the first to acquire and got it. So.
Wonderful. Yeah. Let me ask you, I understand you guys actually imported, what, a 5-ton oven? Is that correct?
It's actually, 10,000 pounds, 5 tons, and we had to forklift it in ourselves here because nobody would do it for us. So we started the restaurant in the carriage house out back, and that's all I had. It was in the middle of November, and the building department was on us to get it done, and we had to get this 10,000 pound oven in. So they delivered it up at 7-Eleven up the street. I had to get in the forklift myself and do it because no one wanted to do it. So I forklifted it 2 blocks down, got it set in there, and it's there forever.
Let me ask you, why is a wood-burning oven important to the taste of pizza?
Wood burning imparts obviously flavor, but it is also a technique of cooking that is very high temperature. And with the yeast and cheese and everything that is used on pizzas and the meats that are included, they do better with a really fast cook time rather than a slower cook time.
Wonderful. One thing I notice here is folks can actually dine inside. There's a lot of small little areas where it's kind of a nice little private area, but you can also take advantage of this outdoor oasis that you guys have put together here. Over
140 seats now. We started with only about 30, and it's just been growing over the last 3 years, and now we have about 140 outside, and it is an oasis, and once you come once, I think the appeal is there to come several times. So.
I always ask folks, is this a kid-friendly environment? But you know what? You guys took it up a level. We're talking a pet-friendly environment.
Pet-friendly, kid-friendly, drawing on the sidewalks with chalk, and we have done the interior, so half the dining rooms have half walls with chalk paint on the bottom portion so the kids can draw all the walls inside as well. My neighborhood is kids and pets. Pretty much defines my 22 blocks around me, so yeah.
I love it. Let me ask you, this is a place that the locals have started flocking to, and for good reason, because quite honestly, those local ingredients that you guys are putting on there, tell me about that.
Local is way more important than organic to us in the sense of we have an arm's length relationship with almost every one of our farmers for the products that we are not growing ourselves, which is a huge amount of stuff that we grow our own. And we source within 60 miles of this location right here, almost on everything. So when strawberries are here, they're here. When we have peaches and apples in season, they're here and they're on pizzas, and then they go away. And it's not just about local, it's about seasonality and the way that we cook and the way we run our menus here. Very, very seasonal. This is a pizzeria that's changing its menus 6 times a year. And it's all based on availability of closeness of produce.
So we're talking about garden fresh all the way around. Let me ask you, let's start with the base here. Obviously, a pizza is only good as its crust there. And let me ask you, the taste has to do something with the flour that you import in from Naples.
That's right. 00 flour from Caputo, 3rd generation family growing wheat on the volcanic plains of Mount Vesuvius. Very expensive flour, but it makes all the difference here in our pizzas and the style that we do. Naples is kind of where it all began as far as high temperature, fast cooking, putting stuff on a topping of a flatbread. And we try to emulate that as best we can in a mile-high environment where it's very dry. So, but it's a lot of work. We have humidifiers back there. We have to adjust our water and everything every day, depending on what we're seeing on our meters back in the back. So yes, it's the flour, it's the sauce, and it's the cheese, and I'm sure you're going to get to that.
You got that right. I was just going to ask you. Tell me about some of these cheeses, and you can't reveal what the secret of the sauce is, but yeah, share with us what holds that thing together.
Secret for the sauce, again, San Marzano, true San Marzano tomatoes, which are a plum tomato, again, from the volcanic plains of Mount Vesuvius, right east of Naples there. The soil is what drives the flavor of these tomatoes, and we bring them in special, and that is it. We simply they come whole in a can, and we open that can and we put oregano, salt, pepper, sugar, and that's it. And then we wound it. That's the secret. There is no secret. It's simple. It's the tomatoes.
Wow, that is so impressive. Let me ask you, a lot of folks out there anymore, I got a lot of viewers asking me about gluten-free. Do you provide one pizza at least for the gluten-free world?
I provide probably, I think it's 3,000 different pizzas in combination with gluten-free. We offer it in only our medium size. We do it here. We have Bob's Red Mill in Oregon doing our blends. It's a garbanzo fava bean mixture that we add a couple exotic ingredients here in to make it what it is. But we do everything in-house as far as gluten-free goes. Take extra care for that environment. And then I think the end result is something that is very special. It's not a spongy pizza dough. It's crisp like our other doughs. And we spent literally about 4 months just developing that one recipe. So.
I love it. Folks, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their website. You're also going to see their contact information on there as well. Take a look at the website. You can check out their menu right there. Take a look at a lot of their ingredients that you can put on that pizza as well. And keep in mind that those ingredients change based on the season year-round, because quality is number one for these folks down here. Let me ask, we've talked a lot about pizza, but I know you guys offer also maybe a salad on the side or possibly an appetizer.
We're doing about 6 salads now, 3 of which are coming off our own gardens. One is a caprese salad with heirloom tomatoes that are really literally hot from the garden when we serve them. And then we have a watermelon salad that the melons are coming from Rockeford here in Colorado. And then we also have Caesar and an arugula salad and a mixed green salad that the mixed greens are off of our gardens, the arugula's off of our gardens. We don't grow romaine, so that's as really close as we get. But again, everything is really here. And heirlooms will only be here for about another 6 weeks, and we'll be done with them. And then we'll go into a beet salad from Grant Farms or something else that is going to make sense. So,
literally from garden to plate.
The pastas too. You know, we're doing probably about 10 to 12 pastas now, and entrees as well, which people don't really know us for that, but we do offer Colorado lamb and other things all the time on our menu, just depending on how close we can get it and what the price is best and how we can, because it is a price point issue when it comes to that kind of stuff. We want to make sure it's affordable but still local. So
a great experience for folks here. And let me tell you, I mean, this isn't a typical place that I've covered before that looks like it would deliver, but you guys actually deliver pizza.
We do deliver pizza, and we hit about a 2.3 mile radius around us, and the reason we don't go further is when we started, we got into cars with pizzas and we drove as far as we thought they were fresh, and that dictated our delivery range. And we have a lot of people calling from outside because we're in demand, but we kind of adhere to that 2.3 mile radius on purpose. It's really for the quality of pizza. We don't put a lot of exotic ingredients into those doughs and stuff to make them last in a box and travel 4 miles. And so it degrades quite quickly because it's not that style, and so we take care to keep it as fresh as we can. And for anybody that's outside the area, I'm sorry, you're going to have to come in.
Very unique and very challenging for you guys to put it together, but sounds like based on the feedback on the website there, people love what they're getting here, and that's important. I know for a guy like me, I need a pizza and a beer. Is that possible here?
It's not only possible, beer's cheaper than soda here, 5 hours a day, which is about half of our open time. We run happy hours from basically Sunday through Thursday from 2 to 7, and then on Friday and Saturday we own them from open to 5 o'clock, which is 11:30 in the morning till 5. And the beers that we serve, again, are everything on draft is from either Fort Collins, Boulder, or in Colorado. Absolutely. Some of them are a little farther away, like Eagle and stuff, but still Colorado-based beers, and that's just because we love those beers. So yes, you can not only get a beer here, you can get a beer here for $2 a draft, and you can do it for 5 hours a day. And so it's Mike Pizza's expensive. I get that, but how we level everything else out is with things like that, $2 beers, and I know it averages out that ticket price, and it keeps people really happy and coming back. So.
And that's what we want to do, keep the folks happy. And quite honestly, take a look at the bottom of the website right there. You're going to see their website contact information there. You're going to see their menu as well. And keep in mind here, folks, we're talking about from garden to plate. I mean, freshness is number one here. It is true Southern Italian Naples-style pizza. And so that's something you just don't find every day. And keep in mind that a lot of the locals out here, they feel that it's more than pizza, and it's more than just a great place to eat. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV.